All right, boys, welcome back to the Greenback Voyagers podcast. I'm your host, Shravan, and today is a special episode. We've recently come to a disagreement within our collective Indian group about whether
Why'd you have to say
Tesla
Indian?
and the entire electric. Because why not, right? You know, we'll just go with it. We'll go with it for now. But really, why we're here today is because no one can agree on whether the EV market is really in a bubble and whether it's overhyped right now. So we have two special guests with us today, Sumant and Krishna. And I guess the first order of business, or the first question I wanted to kind of ask everyone in the group is, what is the value of the electric vehicle market?
Does anybody want to start, or
Not really sure right now, but it's floating on a couple of billions, is
more
it
than a
not?
couple billions? Couple is
Definitely,
mincing words, in
But
definitely
my
where
more
where
opinion.
do you
Yeah.
think
than a
it's going to go in
trillion,
the
Yeah, the
for
market
sure.
value for
yeah?
just
But where do you think it's going to go in
EVs
the
in
future?
general is close to
That's
at the very least, 5 trillion within the next decade.
Hmm.
I mean, in 2019, it was valued at 162 billion. So if it grew
2019 is
substantially in a
also quite
year,
a while ago.
that
EVs
is true.
are
So much
being
happened in the
adopted
last
at a
year,
much higher
so
rate right now.
Makes sense.
all right. So we're kind of all agreeing on the EV market specifically. And I know some of us had a disagreement on whether Tesla was really in the EV market or whether it was a disruptive energy type of company where it could grow as big as Armco
As big
possibly.
as what?
Let me make a correction there. I think the real disagreement that was happening was that me and Joel, we were two Tesla bulls thinking that Tesla is a great long-term investment considering all the moves they're making. And then there's yourself and Sumant who are on the bearish side of Tesla, who believe that Tesla is going to tank once the market gets more
All right, let
competitive because
me
it's still in its booming
correct
stages
myself
right
there.
now.
All right. I never said Tesla was going to tank. I just said that everybody that's hyping up Tesla to be the number one EV and auto manufacturer compared to the other OEMs out there are overvaluing the price and overvaluing the evaluation of the company in general is way too high. That's what I'm saying. I'm still bullish on Tesla. It's going to be a gradual increase, but it's not going to be, the equivalent of Apple for the auto manufacturer industry, all right? It's going to be in that top 10, maybe top 5 range for auto manufacturers when it's all said and done in 2 years, like down the line in a couple of years.
But that's the
So
thing,
what is
isn't
your
it?
valuation then?
What
Like
like
it's sitting around 800 billion.
Hmm.
So do you think it's like 500 billion or 600? Like where do you value Tesla
Okay,
at?
well, okay, let's do it relative to other companies. What's the evaluation of what's the valuation of Toyota right now?
So right now, General Motors is sitting at 47
Okay.
billion, and Toyota is sitting at around five
All right.
45 billion, and you have Ford and Volkswagen, all
Toyota's
these companies sitting at like
245 billion, not
no,
45.
it okay, never mind, my
Okay.
bad. So yeah, Toyota's are sitting at 245 billion, and we have Ford
Okay.
at 45 billion.
So
Sorry, that's
for
the one I'm
where is
confused.
GM and Volkswagen Group?
40 Volkswagen's probably very high considering it's a conglomerate. It's not really a
I
single
know.
auto
I'm talking about the group in
manufacturer.
gen
I don't
Volkswagen
know the
Group
correct
in
value off the
general.
top of my head. I'm gonna have to look that up.
no, but my thing is, right, the do we really see Tesla as an auto manufacturer in the future, or do we see it as an
I
energy
see it as
company with
I see
their
it as both. So for me personally, Tesla, right now is like vertically integrating very well. So they do have their supercharger network that's slowly increasing, and they have their own software, you know, skill set that they're implementing, and they're not really outsourcing it to third-party manufacturers for their software. So the fact that they're integrating everything in-house, um, allows it a lot of like growth potential. So I would say it's everything. It's not just an EV company. It can even enter a software suite, or it can become like an energy company as well. So it
Okay.
has
That's
potential.
where I'm gonna have to disagree because right now, what allows Tesla to do that, consolidation of resources, producing, manufacturing, even the smallest things, their own software, they have complete control over everything. The only reason they're able to do that is because they have first mover advantage. But that first mover advantage, specifically for Tesla, is not sustainable as it was for Apple back in '06. All right, and there's three things that you need to have to keep first mover advantage sustainable. One, it's consolidation of resources. Right now, Tesla can do that because there's no other EV manufacturers that are producing on the scale they are. But once they do, governments will ask for standardization, and they're going to have to abide by that. So I don't think they can keep that. Two, they need time to build their technical expertise and keep everything in check. They don't have a single point of inequity that I don't see Toyota or another company producing better or copying in a way. And lastly, Teslas are too expensive what they are right now. All right, what's the stuff? Okay, what happened with Prius, Krishna? What happened with the Prius in the hybrid market? Tell me.
I mean, the Prius is a budget vehicle,
Correct.
so kind of catered to the budget market, and it boomed.
Correct. All right. Tesla in the status quo has no plans to drop their prices below the standard 40K Model 3. All right.
Okay, let me correct you right there. So right now there's immense rumors about
Rumors.
Tesla's new revamped Model 3 that is going to be a budget vehicle. Okay, and
What's the
before you
pricing
get
on it?
into like comparing in the 30Ks, which is how the
Look, see, Krishna,
Okay.
let me pause you here for a second. See, Tesla has been innovating at a very fast. They've been doing it very fast, right? I think a lot of bears are underestimating like how, on what scale they're innovating at, right? People say, you know, in 10 years when Volkswagen and Toyota manufacture at the scale of Tesla, but by then they're gonna be innovating at such a fast, scale that Toyota, Volkswagen, Fiat, all these big manufacturers are gonna have to play catch up, because by then Tesla is gonna probably release a lower cost model or go into some other venture, in solar panels.
they're
or,
already in solar panels actually.
even lease.
Mm.
Right, they acquired Solar City, right? And also, if we want to go put gas in our car, we go to the gas station. Does Toyota have that already? They don't have the infrastructure. There's no single manufacturer who has that infrastructure. Only Tesla right now does with their supercharger network, and they're currently expanding it in China and
And
in the
Berlin,
European
actually.
areas, and
Berlin
they
as
have
well.
just a huge reach in the U.S. Right, so Tesla's the only one that has that type of network for like 5 years ago, if you want to go on a road trip on a Model S or on a Model X, it wasn't really practical, but now you can do it because there's superchargers all over the place, and they charge at a very fast rate. So for other companies to catch up,
I don't agree.
it's gonna
I
take a
don't
lot of
agree
time
because
for that
And
to
public-
Joel,
Can you guys hear me?
yeah,
Yeah.
we can hear you.
Okay. I don't agree because public funded charging stations are becoming, a lot more prevalent than you guys are estimating right now. Eventually, Tesla's not going to be able to support its supercharger infrastructure because it's going to be forced to standardize. All right. You get
What do
you
you
guys
mean
get
it's
what
going
I'm
to be
saying with
forced
that?
to standardize? For example, we have gas stations right now that are privately owned, and
Gas
they're not really
stations are
standardized.
Gas stations are franchised.
Yeah, so
Right.
why can't that happen with EV networks as well? For example, there's Plug Power, there's Blink Charging that's trying to create like
Let's
this
take
infrastructure.
gas
Why
for a
does it
second,
become
right? Let's
standardized?
take gas. Gas has specific regulations that all forms of the franchises have to follow, certain ethanol limit, things like that. The same way,
Okay.
we're gonna have to like superchargers, charging stations, even on highways, etc. Their entire infrastructure is gonna have to standardize behind a public regulation system for charging. That's not available now, but when you look at the political scape that we are in right now, that's going to happen. And also, the one thing that really concerns me is consumer adoption of EVs is going to take a while. Like that's like 5-6 years in the making for the entire market to shift away from diesel and gasoline vehicles, right? The place where most EV companies can make the most money right now is by targeting the fleets of places like Amazon, large retailers like Walmart. I know USPS had a huge deal worked out with what's that company? Workhorse, right? And Amazon has been going to Rivian. They actually signed a contract for 100,000 vehicles for their Amazon Go fleet. The problem I'm seeing is that a lot of these other companies, and there's that other one, the truck company starts with an H.
Hillian?
High something. Give me a second.
Yeah, Hillian. It's Hillian.
Hillian,
Yeah.
right? Everybody is going to all these other places. I don't see a single company, a retailer, USPS, any publicly funded company or agency that's targeting Tesla for their market. And I don't see how Tesla's going to be profitable within the foreseeable future because they can't sell more vehicles. They just don't have the production ability to do that, no matter how much innovation
Okay,
they
let me
have.
let
When
me
you
let
say
me intercept
retailers,
there.
look, let me
Wait, Joel.
yeah,
let me
well,
say
before
something.
before Christian, one thing. You said no retailers are working with Tesla, right? But a few months ago, I think even when Tesla released their semi truck, Walmart has actually placed almost more than 100 orders for their truck once it releases. And
Okay, so
speaking of the, yeah, go ahead.
So we're kind of diverting from the entire debate here. So the debate that's happening right now is, will Tesla stock continue to grow from a bullish perspective and a bearish perspective, right? So let me kind of give my 2 cents on why I still feel that Tesla is a bullish stock in the long term. So, like everything Joel said, their infrastructure is great. It's growing at a steady pace. Their innovation has been spectacular and has not been seen in the automaker industry for the past like 10 years. And even though we have companies like Toyota and General Motors who are kind of entering the EV market, they won't be able to compete with Tesla because, first of all, Tesla is a market leader in self-driving, and self-driving capabilities are gonna mark the EV future, right? And Elon Musk has said it himself. He wants to even like expand into the self-driving taxi industry as well, which is monumental. Because imagine sitting in a taxi without drivers. That's gonna change the entire market in the future. And in general, when people invest into Tesla, they're not investing directly into Tesla's fundamentals, because in the current market, the market shifts to retail investors a lot as well compared to in the past 10 years. So because retail investors have so much say in the market right now, Elon Musk has a sway over them. And because of his management principles, we can see some improvements in Tesla stock in the long term, even though there's setbacks. For example, Tesla had the 135K recall, right, recently. When that recall news dropped, Tesla stock rose 4%. The fact that that happened is because people are not looking at 2021 or 2022 when it comes to Tesla profitability or Tesla's bullish nature. They're looking long term, and they have faith in Elon Musk's innovative
Right.
potential to bring
My
up
problem
Tesla's
with
stock.
that is no matter how much innovative potential, I'm not dogging on Elon Musk at all. He's a visionary. He's one of my heroes. Everything. All right, the whole nine. He's the full package. No matter how much innovative potential and belief you put in Elon Musk, unless you sell more cars to make up for a 40% loss in the profit stream, all right, at the current manufacturing capability that Tesla has, it's not going to be a profitable company compared to the other ones the other OEMs that are out there putting 36 billion plus each into EV innovative.
That's not true
No,
innovation.
the
because
main issue right now
that-
is the partnerships that are starting to form within the electric vehicle market. So you see Apple and Hyundai are partnering together. Ford and Google are partnering together.
Apple, Hyundai, and
Yeah,
Kia.
so
The reason why they're partnering up is because they won't be able
yeah,
to completely
that's the
solely,
thing.
right?
But they're
So
trying to compete against Tesla because they see the market value that's there right now. And two,
right, because that's because when you take Google, Nvidia, Microsoft with their partnerships, I think Microsoft with Cruise and Google's with someone else. Even at their current stages, they're still analyzed as being 6-5 years behind.
yeah, but that's the
where
thing.
Tesla
We're
is, right?
looking at
When you look at
5 to
Cruise,
6
which
years in the future. That's why everyone's buying Tesla.
right, and going back to my point, right? In that 5 years time, if we go to 2025 or 2026, Tesla is going to be in such a they're going to be so big they're going to expand so much than they are right now.
their cash inflow is
because
great for a relatively new company. They have over 15 billion sitting in cash
Okay, yeah, but
reserves
those okay,
for a
okay.
relatively small company
Don't look at
compared
cash. Don't look
to
at cash.
Toyota in terms
No,
of
no,
volume.
don't look at cash. Most of their cash has come from
Don't look at cash. Everybody has cash, a lot more than Tesla does.
yeah, yeah.
right
So
now.
cash.
No,
cash,
I'm saying they were able to get 15 billion of cash within like such a short time span.
See, Tesla they've increased production by a large scale, right? On average, they had 50% average annual growth, in vehicle deliveries. And this year they have new gigafactories in China,
In
right?
China and
Joel,
Berlin.
and they're
China,
the
Berlin,
problem,
and now
Joel,
they're
Right.
contracting with Bangalore as well.
and in Texas, and in Texas, right?
the crux
So
of that, listen.
first of
The
all,
crux of that is based in the fact
okay,
that they
first of all,
had
the
first
SUV
mover
market is
advantage, though.
huge
They
right now.
don't have that anymore. They don't have first mover advantage. Y'all were talking about their
Why
extensive
not?
innovation, right?
They're way ahead. I
What
mean,
are
if
they
you look
ahead
at what
in? They're
Nvidia is
ahead in the
doing with their
fact that their
chips, when you look at
cars
with
are
Microsoft and
self-autonomous. That's
Google,
it.
Tesla,
That's it. That's all they have.
yeah,
And the
Tesla's
fact of the matter is, they're not
no,
the only
that's a
self-driving
huge
cars
that's
out there.
huge,
There's
right?
literally like 10 other cars. I can rattle off their names right now.
Of
all
course,
right?
But they don't
of course, there
match
can be
the
more.
full self-driving
Of course, there can be more
capabilities.
self-driving cars, but Tesla is 1 year or less than a year closer to level 5 autonomy, which is no passenger required, no passenger input required. The car drives on its own. And when you look at what Microsoft and Nvidia and Google are doing, they're 3 or 4 years late to that. So they'll be there in 5 years, whereas Tesla, they've said they're going to be there in 1 year. So Tesla is innovating at such a fast rate that competition's not going to be able to catch up.
There
right?
is
And
the fallacy
even
there is that you're assuming that technology is consolidated when technology tends to be an open source system. All right. Once technology is
saying
acquired by
Tesla,
one company, other companies
their
will
in-house
acquire it
chips.
much faster. It's the basic law of accelerating
Okay,
returns.
that's false. Let me tell you something. Let me quote a different company for this, all right? Let's compare Apple. Before you interrupt me, just let's compare Tesla and
Dude,
Apple's
I swear to
business
God,
models.
I'm not doing this
Apple
Apple
had a
debate
soft-
again.
No, no,
Tesla
listen.
is not Apple. It will
No,
never be
listen,
Apple.
listen. No, they're very,
okay,
very
it's not-
similar.
it may
Because
not-
Apple
okay,
had a
look,
proprietary
okay, we're-
software, right? And that software shifted the markets. And now they have the market share, even though a lot of Android systems have better capabilities because people have been so ingrained in the ecosystem that Apple provides and they like their software so much, even though it doesn't give you the same functionalities that some Androids do. That's why they're maintaining the market share. That's what Tesla's doing. Their self-driving capability is a software that no one can match because it's so beautiful right now. And innovation, according to Moore's law, is going to continue to grow exponentially. And since Tesla has the advantage over there,
Moore's law
it's a
doesn't
very
apply
similar
here.
situation to Apple. They're going to Yes,
No,
it
it
does.
doesn't.
Why
Moore's
does
law
it not?
doesn't happen on an entity scale. It happens on a large technical scale, which means the entire industry grows exponentially. Not a single company grows exponentially and the others don't.
That's true, but companies. Okay, let's take a look at processors for Moore's law. When the first company that came up with like 32-bit architecture, which was
This is
Intel,
way off track. This has
we
nothing
tested
to do
Moore's
with
law
what we're
there, and
talking
Intel
about.
is now the. No, I'm just
I
saying that
think what
Moore's law
Chris was
does
trying to
apply
say,
here
look-
because, according to similar examples, it does hold.
Are you
Whoever's the
talking
market
about
leader first usually
Moore's or
tends
the
to
law
be
of
at the end of
accelerating
it.
returns? They're two different things.
Look. So one of the similarities that I think is good between Tesla and Apple is when Apple released their iPhone 3. We thought of Nokia. Everyone was using BlackBerry phones. Everyone was using Nokia phones, and Apple comes out with this new shiny object. And did Nokia catch up? Did BlackBerry catch up? No, because Apple kept innovating and
Who
making
did
the
catch
iPhone
up,
4,
though?
which got more popular, and
Android
iPhone
caught
5,
up.
iPhone 6. Right.
No, it didn't.
Right. Okay. Look, there's more than 3 billion Android users in the world, yet Apple has almost $2.2 trillion market cap. Why is that? Right. There's way less iPhone users in the world. Why is Apple the most valuable company in the world?
Android
Because they
OS
keep
is spread
innovating,
out over
and
like
they're
10
innovating it
different
at such a
companies,
large
dude.
scale. Right.
And
So that's
Tesla
the
is as
thing.
well.
So you're saying, Toyota, Volkswagen. When you
Yeah, but
list the
the
competitors,
problem
you
is-
list
the
like
problem
almost
there
10
is-
companies. So why
The
can't you draw
problem
the
is
similarity between
people
those 10
have a
companies and
choice
Tesla?
between iPhone and Android, whereas the car market is a lot more diverse. People have a choice based on their economic status, whether they want a premium EV, whether they want a more economic EV, whether they want a middle-sized EV or a middle-cost EV.
See, Suman, that's where
Well, that's the same thing with
Tesla
this,
appeals
right?
to
that's kinda
one
where
An
basic-
specific
iPhone, if you want to
niche
buy an
of
iPhone
people.
XS
It
or
does not
FX
apply.
Max, it's almost $1,000.
Tesla-
It's almost $1,000. Yet Apple broke records, right? Selling their iPhones this last quarter. So when you sell
Tesla
a premium
isn't a
product,
premium
iPhone's a
product,
premium
though.
product, right? It's over 1,000. It's 1.2
How is
in
it a
some
premium?
cases.
It's the first product, not the premium
Yeah, it
product.
is.
There's a complete difference.
No, it is a premium
No,
product.
Apple
right?
phones are
Nissan
considered
has its
premium
Leaf.
products.
You know, there are actually
Premier
EV cars
the premium
in the
EV in the market right
right?
now is not Tesla. It's the Porsche Taycan. There's a complete difference between the first product and the premium product. iPhones were the premium product compared to everything else in the game. Right now, the Taycan. What?
Okay, so what's a premium gasoline car in the
Say
market
that
right
again.
now? Is it Audi or is it Lamborghini? What is it?
There's
super
like there's
luxury,
like
luxury,
super
there's
gas car
luxury,
in
and
the
then
market
there's
right now.
luxury. There's a bunch of categories.
Right.
Let's not get caught up in categories when it comes to EVs. All right, Sumant, your entire concern about Tesla like kind of not performing as well in relative.
No, I mean the Model
competition.
S is a luxury. It's a
No, it's
luxury car.
labeled
Right?
as
If you
a
get the
luxury
model
car, but nobody
as
actually uses it
P100D
as a
Okay,
luxury
or
car.
Tesla is a
Yeah,
lot like
right.
Nissan in
Plaid.
that regards. Then
Okay, listen up.
They're creating their look. They have the semi truck, which they have deals with Walmart. They're coming out with the Cyber truck. They have the Roadster. They have the Model S, which was their first car, right? Even if you go back to the first model in 2012, none of the automakers. It's been 9 years, right? None of the automakers like Toyota, when they produce an EV car, it doesn't
Toyota
even match
hasn't
the
produced an
standards of
EV
the
car yet.
2012 Model S, right? And also like
They have a fuel cell model, the Toyota Mirai.
well,
but
I mean, if you look at the Nissan Leaf, right, or the Chevy, or even Chevrolet with their
That's
Volt,
because
it's
it's
not
a-
even close to what
that's because
what
it's
Tesla
a
produced in
working man's
2012. And
Model
they were
EV.
such a smaller company, and
Tesla is a tiny bit step up.
Okay, first of all, Suman, if your concern is competition and pricing,
Krishna,
let me
please
tell
tell
you
me.
something, all right? It's a basic microeconomics principle that when there's more competition in a market, the overall prices fall, regardless of who the company is.
See,
all right. So
look, even if
Tesla,
it's a
in
working
order
man's
to
EV
exist in the market, will bring its prices down, and they've already stated that their Model 3 is gonna start catering to
Yeah,
more
but the
budget
thing is,
audiences,
They
and they
can't
already
okay,
have a
okay.
luxury
Same
line
level
of cars.
premium
So
luxury
when they're
at
already
30K
Look,
catering
even
to
you
so
look
many
at China,
audiences,
China's
what's the
EV market is
problem?
booming,
like
right?
they're doing right now.
Look,
The Prius
That's
hybrids
because
right now
Prius-
retail for 30K, Sumanth. The fact that Toyota's electric vehicles are starting at 30,000 also,
no, okay,
I don't know what
let's
the
go
problem
back.
is.
Let's look at the SUV. Let's look at the SUV market, right? Everyone wants to buy an SUV now.
SUVs?
SUVs are popping off, right? If you
Sports
look at the
utility.
Model
Okay,
Y,
sports
where does it come around?
utilities.
50K?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, SUVs or crossovers or SUVs.
The Model Y
Right.
starts at around 60K.
Right,
Yeah.
so it's in the 50 to 60K
Yeah,
range, right?
that's around like 20
all right, you guys are
20,000 more
treating
than
this
the
market
market
like
average.
Tesla's gonna just
Yeah,
take 100%
exactly.
share of the market. The truth is, no. Hold on.
No,
The
okay. Like, if
truth-
you look at what the current market share is, Tesla has like 15% of what sales happened of the sales in 2020, with Model 3 having about 300K sales and Model Y having about 60K
Their
sales.
That's
Quarter
because they're
four
the
of
only
2020
EV in
was
the market
500
right
half
now.
a
What we're
million
trying to say is that when
vehicles
everybody
sold.
has
Like,
EVs,
but they're-
who's going to
they're- yeah,
choose a
but they're
Tesla
with the
or
Model X
premium
and
Tesla
everything,
over a premium Mercedes EV for the same exact price?
That's the thing. They won't. That's the thing. Going back to the point I
Innovation
said,
has a
they're
cap.
constantly
dude.
innovating at such a
Innovation has a
fast
cap.
rate.
There's only
Yeah,
so
there
much
might not
Tesla
be a
can do.
innovation
car. There might-
stops. Yeah.
Well, they could have said that. You could have said
They're
that
not
to
innovating
Apple
that
10
much
years ago.
anymore.
Right? They
anymore.
keep innovating. No one thought.
They are not. Okay.
Okay, let's,
Innovation
let's,
has
let's
halted.
look 2 years back when AirPods came out, right? AirPods
Yeah, but
completely broke
Bluetooth
the
earbuds
market.
That's the
were
thing
Everyone
with
already
had,
Apple
like,
and Tesla.
what,
They
at
get
least
thing
most
with
of the market
AirPods
share
is
in
that
sales.
half of their technology or innovation
Oh
is
yeah,
stuff that
okay,
they just
okay.
add after
When
the
Apple
fact
came,
and then
when
claim it's
Apple
that it's
released
their
the
own.
AirPods, why is
That's how
everyone buying?
Apple built a brand, and it works for them because they own 50% of the phone market in the entire world. Tesla doesn't have that share of the market that Apple had. It's probably less than that share. That's because the only
That's
country
not.
that
It's not
has
50. It's less
majority
than that.
Apple users is the United States. Everybody in the world uses Android.
Look, the main issue I see right now is just the growth prospect with Tesla. Like, okay, first 5 years, I can agree, maybe it will take off, all right, and the growth prospects will be there, but it has to start decreasing at some point. You can't just keep growing 10% because that's every single
Why?
company.
Why
If
does
you
it have
look
to
at
start
every-
decreasing?
No. You look at
No, you can say
The
it doesn't have to
growth rate does
decrease. Maybe the
decrease, and that's
growth
the
will
thing.
decrease.
He's saying that
but
the
want
growth
to
rate
see
will
that
continue
slow. He's saying the
Okay,
growth
yeah,
there's a
rate will
difference
slow.
I
between
don't
the
think the
stock
value of the company is
decreasing and
gonna
the
go
growth
down.
rate decreasing.
Yeah, the growth rate would slow.
Okay,
But
that
no,
of
no,
course,
no.
of course.
We're
It's an
saying
S
That's
curve,
just
right?
how
You
it
can't
works
grow
for like
exponentially.
any
We're
company.
over-
After a
the
while,
thing,
it
right?
plateaus.
Yeah, that's how it works for
They
every
have
company.
probably better
You don't
technology,
see-
better R&D divisions.
No.
That's not a
That's
bearish.
not the
That's
same.
not even a
If the
bearish case.
growth rate of Tesla decreases,
I'm not saying the
that's not
growth rate
that's,
is an
it's not
indication of
equal
that. I'm
to
saying
that other
those
companies
companies
will
by
overtake
themselves,
it.
No, we're
Sure,
not
it'll
saying
plateau at a
overtake
point
it.
because it
they
is
have more cash,
overvalued.
they have a better profit stream that's not reliant on like regulatory credits and stuff. First of all, they have better history of sales.
What are you talking
No.
about?
No,
Tesla's
no, no,
profit
no.
margin
Hold
right
on.
now is like
Tesla's
17%.
profit
That's
margin
is very
significantly
low.
higher than the industry average.
Krishna,
Tesla's profit
the
margin is
only
because of the
reason
regulatory
Tesla
credit
is
sales.
profitable
Yeah.
this year is because they got 1.6. Yeah, they got 1.6 billion dollars from the
And the
government.
only reason they made
this
profit off
entire
of
year
it is
alone.
because they sell
They were
those to
not
other
profitable
OEMs
any
that don't
quarter.
have fully
Okay.
EV fleets right now. But what happens in 10 years, 5 years when everybody has that?
Right. See, the thing is, you guys are focusing on the cars, right? We're focusing as what they're doing as a whole, right? We talked about the superchargers. We talked about their future prospects in
so-
the trucking industry. You have 2 million trucks
And
in
Volkswagen
the
is in
country
the
in
same
operating
boat,
right now,
basically,
right?
with the
Tractor
gasoline
trailers.
It's
industry.
going
And
to
they
be
produce-
as close as what
with
we're
the
saying.
gasoline
Okay, Volkswagen is
industry.
not even close to where Tesla's producing, right? Right. Tractor trailers produce for like what?
But
so
so
much
is-
pollution.
so
that I
is-
think
what
they're
is that
top 10
company? I keep
producers.
forgetting its
So
name. It starts with
Tesla
an
is
H.
offering a solution here, right? They're producing semis right now.
But they're offering at lower prices, dude.
Right,
nobody's
Hylian
gonna
is not
buy-
even close to where Tesla is. You can't compare Hylian or Nikola to Tesla.
Nikola can't even like be compared considering
Okay,
Nikola's like
what about
a
Nikola?
fraudulent
No, first of
Nikola
all,
company.
has
they're not even
already
producing
has
right now.
contracts.
First of all, okay, they don't have a plan.
No,
Nikola or Hylian don't.
okay.
Nikola's a fraudulent company. They lost investor trust.
Proven as a fraud.
Yeah.
First of all, Nikola has been proven as a fraud. The ad that they sent for their truck was just a truck without
Alright,
a
then what about
drivetrain and without an
Rivian?
engine,
What
just
about
rolling
Rivian?
down a
That's what I'm
hill.
saying.
Okay, that's been
Every single
proven. Nikola's a fraud.
Every
And
place you
Hylian
look,
is not
there's
even
gonna
close
be
to where
another
Tesla is
company
with their
that cuts
infrastructure.
into Tesla's share of the market.
Okay, Rivian. Okay, right, Rivian.
No,
Okay,
Sumant, we're not
Rivian is
saying
not
that
manufacturing
Tesla's gonna
semi-trucks.
lose it. Like,
Rivian is not
gonna
manufacturing
keep
semi-trucks.
the entire
They're
market
manufacturing.
share. Like, that's not the argument here, right? That's not what the claim we're making. We're saying no matter the competition, because of Tesla's innovative edge and vertical integration,
keep on
we're
saying
saying that Tesla
vertical
will always
you
have an
keep on saying
advantage
vertical
over the
integration.
competition. Sure, the competition will bring down market prices,
Why
which is
not?
great for everyone.
Why not?
But
I'm saying that competition's not going to get close to where Tesla is in 5 or 10 years.
exactly.
Okay, what makes you think
Tesla
that
was
Toyota's going to
also-
get close to
Tesla
where
was
Tesla is?
also- I mean, sorry, not
First of all,
Tesla.
Toyota's
Toyota
7
was
years
also
late
late
on the
hybrid trend, and
autopilot
yet they
systems.
cornered that market.
Tesla
They
already has
own the
that
majority
integrated
of
into
that
the
market
cars.
with the Prius.
First,
They have a better R&D division.
Look, hold on.
okay, but no one was manufacturing hybrids at that time
I agree
at a
that
scale like
Tesla will
Tesla,
be.
right? Tesla in the EV
Dude,
market
there's
right
only
now.
so
Tesla's
much you can do with
is
the
what,
car.
with
That's what I'm trying to get
15%
at.
market share,
let
and
me
the rest
say
of the
something,
companies
let
are
me
at
say
1 or 2%. And it's all shared down. Tesla.
What are they doing?
That's not true. That's exactly
What are you
okay.
talking
Yeah,
about?
sure.
Tesla
you can do
is
so
a
much
car
with the car,
company.
but Tesla's doing so much with other things.
Sumant, also let
There's
me
only
let
so much
Tesla
you
is
can
not
do
just
with
a
the
car
car in
company.
terms
No,
of
I want to
innovation.
interject
What
about
are
a
you gonna
point that
do?
Sumant made.
Make your people be able to
Sumant,
live in a
No,
car?
it's not.
No, listen.
Of course. Look. There's so much. Of course, maybe 50% could be in what Tesla is doing with the cars, but they have Solar City, which is growing. A lot of people are moving to solar panels in COVID because they're at home. They have the trucking business. 2 million trucks in operation right now. They can corner that market. No one else is doing it.
Okay,
Tesla
and
has
I want to
such a huge
I want to
advantage
use Sumant's
when it
logic.
comes to that
I
market.
want to take a look at Sumant's logic about Toyota. All right. First of all, Toyota is not
First
at
mass
all late
selling
to the
is not the
hybrid
same as
market. In
first
fact, they were the
first
first
hybrid car.
like mass selling hybrid car. Okay. The Toyota Prius was one of the pioneers when it came to hybrid vehicles. Okay. Considering that Toyota was one of the first leaders when it came to the hybrid market and they were successful in cornering it, the same logic should apply to Tesla,
Dude, that's what I'm
considering
saying.
they're
You
in
keep
an
on saying
extremely
self-driving
innovative
as if
phase
other
right now with their
other
self-driving
cars don't have
technologies
it.
when it comes to EV vehicles. So if Toyota was the first one for hybrids and they...
Okay, look, it's also their robo taxis, right? There's going to be a transition where
In 20, 30 years,
in
everybody
20,
will
30
reach
years,
the
no one's
premium
gonna own a
status of
gasoline
Tesla
car.
in terms
Yeah,
of
okay.
innovation.
You're gonna have to have a permit to own a gasoline
That's
car.
true. Like, the
That's
UK
gonna be
is
the
banning
future.
it by
And
2030.
Tesla's not going to be a premium at that point. That's what I'm saying. They're innovating at such a constant rate. They're going to bring down cars. When Model S came out, people were like,
said
oh,
it was going to be a
$80K,
$25,000
okay, then Model 3
hatchback,
came
a
out.
two-seater
Oh,
with
now
no
it's 50K.
storage
There's
space.
going to
No
be another
working
car
man is
that they're
going to
going
buy
to
that.
release,
Their
and they've been
largest consumer
saying
base that they're
they're
appealing
going to
to,
innovate
nobody's
constantly.
going to be able to buy that. Nobody's going to want to buy that. It was all over the news 2 months ago.
Where are you even getting this from? This is
No,
just
this
pulling
was
shit out
this
of
was
your
the latest
ass.
news that us said.
Listen,
I don't know
listen.
about the storage part, but I know about the others.
Because they're the only EV in the goddamn
Okay,
market.
look, listen. If you why did Model 3 break record sales? Why are they leading in the EV
what are you
market right
talking
now?
about? They're not the
it's a-
premium sold car in the country.
Okay, people can buy gasoline
only
cars.
sold
Why do they have to buy EV car,
500,000?
pay the premium? No, I'm saying, like, okay, in America, in the EV market, right? You have a Nissan Leaf, you have Chevy Volt, you have a bunch of other automakers.
You have the
making EV
Volkswagen
cars,
G3
right?
and all of these cars.
Why do you
What are
think
you
people
talking
pay
about?
the premium for Tesla? It's because
what
of
part
the
of the
supercharging
Chevy
network.
Bolt?
It's because
What
of
part
the
of the
story that
Chevy
Elon
Bolt
has created,
and
and it's because
Nissan
of the
Leaf
future
comes off
prospects.
as
And
even
Toyota's
close to
only
luxurious to
car
you.
right now.
You
the
bring
Toyota's,
the Porsche Taycan down to 50K. You bring the Porsche Taycan down to 50K. I guarantee you, nobody's buying a Tesla over a Porsche.
No, but
No, the
Tesla
Model 3
is
is a
not a
luxury. If you look at the
luxury
interior
car.
of a Model
Tesla
3,
is not a
you can't be
luxury
saying
the
those.
based
interior
You're
of a
saying
Model
company.
one,
3.
they're
Okay,
gonna-
you're
Listen,
Hold on,
listen.
hold
If
on,
you look
hold
at, if you
And
look at
that's
it,
why
if,
it
if
sucks.
you look into the interior of a
car,
Model
dude.
3, it's just a
It's not a
display.
car.
It's a
It's a
steering
video
wheel, and
game
that's it. It's
console with a
minimalist.
steering wheel. That's what it is.
It's really minimalist. So it's not a luxury car. What was that?
Dude, Krishna, don't bring up the 0 to
Okay,
60.
It's
yeah,
a
I agree. People are
perfectly
buying
fine
wheels.
car.
Because
It's 0 to 60
drag
like
race with
4
it. Like,
Tesla,
it has
seconds. Like
nothing
it's
to do with
look,
substantially.
you guys don't
it has substantial
you guys are
storage.
underestimating what the car you guys are underestimating what the car is capable
That's
of. You're
great
able
to
to
hear, but
update the car with software
That's
updates
what
with
exactly
patches.
what we're trying to
No
get.
other
Their
car can do
valuation
that.
is so
What is it,
high for
$900
something that's
billion
not even
valuation
proven.
right now. Right now, hold on. No.
No, if you take
Joel,
that
Joel.
technology
No.
on
I
its
don't
own,
think you
the
understand.
ability
I'm pretty
to
sure
software
half-
update a
half
car
of
to
that value of Tesla
okay.
right now is just based on the intrinsic value of Elon Musk. That man is moving the market.
This is
Why?
the
Apple
one
has
place.
we can
No,
look
this
into
is the one
fucking-
place
You can look
that
into
I'll
the
agree with.
fundamentals. Even Apple doesn't
What do you
warrant a
mean they
$2.2
don't
trillion
warrant a
dollar
two-
valuation.
They do.
If you look at other
No, Apple does not
How?
warrant a 2.2
What's their
trillion
price of sales?
valuation. The same way. Okay, first of all, I
What is it-
agree
what is
that
Apple's price of sales?
800
admit
billion.
that
What is
those are
Apple's
pretty
PE
high,
ratio?
But
Apple's
the thing
PE
is,
ratio
the thing
right
with
now is
Apple,
around
it's a
35.
stable- No, it's
It's
No,
35.
what is it? What is it?
170.
It's obviously trading at a higher premium.
It is.
right?
It is. It's at 35 right now. But if you compare that to Tesla's at around like 185 right now. So it's pretty ridiculous. I would say that Tesla is overvalued, but I'm not saying that it's gonna continue being overvalued. I'm saying in the
we
future
can
because of
agree
their
that
innovative
Tesla is
pace,
overvalued,
they're
but-
going to kind of grow into their valuation right now.
If you look at what they're doing in the next, or what their growth plan is for the next 5 years, you can reason that value. If you look at what they're going to do with the trucking business, if you look at what they're going to do they're already building gigafactories all over the world. They're already going to corner the markets. If you look at China, China's EV market is
keep saying
booming
they
right
corner
now.
the market.
And
What was the
NIO,
most sold
XPeng,
EV in
all
Europe
these
this
companies
past year,
are trying to sell, but their gross margins are so
I think it was the Peugeot, most sold EV in Europe. Give me a second. I'm looking. I know it wasn't a Tesla. I can tell you that. It was the Renault Zoe, and then it was the
Was it like
Volkswagen
a
ID.
Peugeot or something?
Then it was the Hyundai
it Renault?
Kona. Tesla is somewhere like number 5 or 6 on that list. It's not even close to the top.
right. Tesla has just started.
Okay,
in those
first of all,
markets.
look at the total number of EV sales in Europe. It's not even a budding market right now. Like, it has so much potential to grow. So your like numbers right now can't be
It
like
depends-
reflective of the
it
entire
depends on
industry in
how-
the future. Okay, and no, your preliminary numbers that you pulled up for your Hyundai Kona and then the Renault
the
Zoe,
EV market in
right?
Europe is
Those
so much
numbers
larger than the
don't
EV
really
market in
mean
the
much
United
right now
States. What are you
because the
talking
EV
about?
market in Europe is not substantially big, right? If you compare the EV market.
Look,
That's what I'm saying. You guys
can
keep saying
say-
Tesla's
look,
the
no,
only one
I'm
doing
saying
it.
right
The
now,
other
Tesla's
EV
building a
market
gigafactory in
is not that
India
big.
and
What happens when
Hyderabad.
they do?
So they're just getting started. You can't.
They're not going to corner the market in the next 2 or 3 years. That's what I'm trying to tell you. They're not going to corner
No,
the market
in the U.S. they've
matter of
cornered the
2 to
market.
3
In the U.S. they've
years.
cornered the market. In China they're going to corner the market. In Europe, India.
Hold up, let Shravan talk.
Look,
He hasn't said
Joel,
anything in a
hold
while.
on, hold on, hold on. The main issue right now.
Look.
Hold on,
when
okay.
they start
The main
producing,
issue right
when they
now
start
is
producing
you're talking
on
about
land
so
over there.
many promises that Tesla's going to bank on in so many different industries. Do you know they haven't delivered on so many other promises?
They've said it 5
Those
years ago
solar
and they
panels,
delivered.
those solar panels that Elon Musk said he was going to introduce.
What?
back in
Okay, what haven't they delivered
2017
on?
alone. He's only starting at what, 4
Right.
years later now? And then what about those? What is it?
Okay.
What, you can switch out like your batteries or something back in California. That came out in like 2015, and he like deleted that project within like 3 months. Look, all I'm saying is, hold on. I'm not looking at small things.
Okay.
Hold on.
No, you're
What I'm
looking
trying
at
to say
small
is,
things. You're looking at small things. When you look at what.
The Model
Right,
3 isn't
when
a
Model S
mid-class
came
car.
out, when
50K isn't mid-class.
he said
That's
he's
a
going to
premium
produce
luxury vehicle
Look,
price.
my
he's
thing
going to
is,
produce a
they're in
mid-class
so many
car. He
industries
did
right
with
now.
Model 3, and they've broken record sales.
Okay, another
Look, there
thing
are
you
so
guys
many
are
industries
like.
right now. The energy, trucking, car. Hold on, Christian.
No,
Christian,
another thing you're like
they're in
overlooking
so many
right now.
industries
Okay.
right now, right?
First
Trucking,
of all,
energy, car.
okay, go
what
ahead.
else
The
are there?
Model S is
Superchargers.
an
Do you know?
even
Do you know
higher
how
luxury
much?
brand. That's like saying a
No,
C300.
hold on.
No,
Do you know
shut
how
up.
much
Listen,
capital
Shut
they
up. Shut up.
need?
Shut
if
up.
Model
That's
3
like
is
saying
a
the
premium car, what
C300
is
isn't a
Model
luxury
S?
car, but the S class is. They're both luxury vehicles.
Okay, when Model S came out, no one was talking about. Okay. Right. So when Model S came out, it's $80,000 or $70,000. Some cases 100 when you go to higher trims. Okay, people are like, no one was talking about Model 3 or a cheaper car.
And what's
And
to,
now
and
you can
what's
buy
to
a
stop
Tesla with
Toyota
the
from
same
producing
autopilot
a
with
more
all the
reliable
features
car at the
at a
same
smaller
price with the
compact
same
size for
innovation?
50K. They're gonna do that. They're gonna do the same thing in the next 5 years. They're gonna produce.
You're making assumptions about
the more
Tesla. I'm
cars
going
they
to make
sell-
assumptions about Toyota and all the other companies.
And you're
What
making
has
That's
Toyota
a massive
Toyota-
assumption to make. First of all, you're also
Toyota has
making
the best
Toyota has-
innovation,
all
the
right?
best R&D
And it's
division,
because
most cash on hand of
No,
any
Tesla
company
has
in the,
already
any
proven.
automaker
Tesla
in
has
the world
already
right
proven.
now.
What has Toyota proven?
Toyota doesn't have the framework right now.
Exactly.
Yes. In
They
the
already
EV market,
have
Yeah,
cornered the
Tesla
market
doesn't
in like
have the capital
entire,
needed
like all
to
over the
go
world.
worldwide and get into each of the markets that they want to get in.
They don't have a
US
EV vehicle.
But do you know how much?
Not
do you know
the
how
EV
much
market,
capital they
not the
need?
EV
Because
market.
they've been
Toyota EV
hell-bent
market.
on
First of
producing a
all,
hydrogen
Toyota has
fuel
only
market,
one
but
EV
they just
vehicle right now.
announced that they're
No,
going
listen,
to be
listen.
releasing an EV.
Okay, from the
Listen,
Toyota.
They have so. Okay,
Listen,
look, you're saying
Toyota.
Why hasn't Toyota done it? Like
No,
Toyota,
the
why hasn't
Toyota
Toyota done
Mirai
it
is a
2 years ago?
hydrogen fuel cell
And first
car.
of all-
Why
It's
hasn't
not
Honda done it 2
electric.
years ago? Why hasn't Volkswagen done it 2 years ago?
No, it's not. It's completely
No,
different.
they already have an EV out right now. By the way, it's called the Toyota Mirai.
Sure, yeah.
No, Toyota Mirai is a hydrogen fuel.
Okay. It's kind of
No.
like in line with the concept, right? And it's retailing at like $50,000.
No,
no.
you guys-
It's on
when you
it's on
say
the
that
concept
Toyota's
of
gonna produce a
environmental
car-
friendly.
when you say Toyota's gonna produce
a
an EV
self-autonomous
car,
car,
right?
you know that, right? The Mercedes
It's
E-Class
They're just gonna
$50,000
produce an EV car.
is a
It's not gonna
self-autonomous
come with
car.
autopilot. So when you
Okay,
it's not
the
gonna come
Kia
with all
Niro
those
also
features.
has
It's just gonna be an
self-autonomous
EV
features.
car
So does the
that uses
Hyundai
charging
Kona. I
stations,
can
right?
list off like
But
so
when
many
it comes
other
to
cars.
when it comes to robo taxis, okay. Oh well, Mercedes is a premium car.
Let me ask you something, Joel.
It's not
Do
on
you
the
like
level.
driving?
Bro,
It's not
Do you
on the
like
level where
driving?
That's
Tesla
like comparing an
is. And
Oppo
Tesla's
phone
on
in
the
China
level
to
where
an
you can
buy
iPhone.
is
That's literally
Tesla's
comparing
technology
like.
can
with this. Okay, let's just say the trim and the
Tesla's
luxury
technology
is
is
the
so
same,
close
all right?
to
But one has
bringing robo
self-driving
taxis to a
features
reality.
and one has semi-self-driving
Of course.
features. People
Listen,
aren't gonna pay
You can
$10,000.
avoid one of the leading deaths in the country is from car accidents.
No,
that is a huge
what
problem
promises
when
has
it
he
comes to
delivered
robo
on besides
taxis,
the
when it comes to self-driving
self-automation
cars.
driving?
Elon is solving so many problems, and he's delivering all those promises. It doesn't matter if he's 3 years late. It doesn't matter if he's 4 years late. He is slowly delivering those promises. It is coming to fruition. He has look.
They also
he has,
have the-
he has
they
given
also
a
have
car
one of the worst
that has made more
reliabilities in the market, you know that, right?
consumers. Well, he has given Model 3, which has given more consumers who can't pay
So why
80K
would
or
you
90K
buy-
to be able to
so
pay
why
50
would
or
you buy a
60K
less
to get that
reliable
car.
No,
car
30
with
30
higher
to
costs?
40K actually.
Than somebody who can offer the
Well,
same for a lower price and in
It
like
doesn't.
known
They're
like
such
history
a
of
new.
reliability.
They're a very new.
Bro, that's like
company.
saying Toyota
They're
in their
getting
first
there.
year was like not reliable at
It's the
all.
same
Toyota
principle
took
that
like 10
insurance
years to get
companies
to where they
operate
are.
on.
I don't think you
care
guys
about the
no, no.
innovation if it can't protect me, dude. They have such bad reliability.
Okay, sure
Okay,
they're
wait,
reliable,
what do you
right?
think-
But it's
okay,
a generic, boring
what do you think
electric
is the-
vehicle.
what do you think is
it
the-
doesn't have the
what do you think-
innovation that Tesla provides you with.
Safe is
Tesla
completely
is a
different from
market leader in
reliable, yeah.
self-driving, which is the future of electric vehicles, right?
Safe is different from reliable.
Tesla has been rated.
Maintenance,
Tesla cars have
things
been
like
rated the
that.
most safe cars on the
That's not the
road.
same thing.
Why do you think? Okay, listen. Oh, when it comes to reliable, what are you talking about? Like the
No,
production, like,
John,
No, they're
not
talking
just
about the
the
recalls.
recalls
They're saying that because a bunch
Within
of
the
cars,
first
like
few years
they're
of
they're
releasing
screened
the
and
Model
they're
3,
failed.
There were at least like I
What
don't know,
else?
hundreds. I think it was like 50 to 70,000 cars, and they
No, we're talking
only
about
sold
reliability.
within those 2 years. Shit, I'm trying to
It's,
remember.
a, it's
what
just
the
an
number
all-around
was.
feature of like cost of
production.
maintenance.
No,
All right,
no,
safety is one thing as
reliability
well.
within the car.
Oh, you're talking about production, not reliability. Then, okay, reliability in what? What do they don't have? That
Dude, the only people that buy Teslas
Huh,
are
they
people
don't-
that
Teslas
want
don't
Teslas
have
and
maintenance
want
costs.
Teslas. That's what I'm
They're
trying to
so
tell you,
low.
because
if you
they're the
go
only
on
EV in the
YouTube and
market
search
right
up
now.
cost of
There's a
ownership
reason
Model
why my
S,
father is
you will
waiting
see
to
a
buy
lot
an
of proud
EV. It's
owners
because
saying
he knows Tesla
they're
isn't
cutting down
reliable.
costs with gas. They're cutting down costs on taxes.
But Apple doesn't have to worry about reliability.
All right.
There's not the same product. You can't compare the two in that way.
Yeah, we can.
Okay, you can
terms
say the
of the
same thing
car
for
or what?
Apple. You can say the same thing for Apple, though, right? Why do you think people buy iPhones? You can buy. You can.
Apple's the
What?
most stable company there is out there right now.
Wait, why?
It is. It does.
Yeah,
It's a
no,
market
doesn't
leader.
matter
It
if it's a
disrupted the
stable
market
company.
with
Doesn't matter if
innovation.
it's
Apple isn't a
stable,
cult
bro. The
following.
story
Apple's
is
the
the
most
same.
generic phone in the market now.
No, if you look at the products they're releasing, if you look at the people, if you look at the cult following that both
Small
companies
cult
have, the
fo-
products
sure,
that they
cult
release,
following. What does
the
that
way
even
that they
mean?
release and the way they energize people.
They have a small
Dude,
cult following.
everybody
Every
has an
company has
Apple
a
these
small
days.
Apple
What are you
does have a
talking
cult
about? It's
following.
not
Are
a
you
cult
high?
anymore.
No,
If
no,
you-
no.
It never was. It had mass appeal from the beginning.
Apple has a huge
No,
cult
no.
following. Tesla has a huge cult. What, dude? Apple has a huge cult following.
Dude,
No, people.
by that logic, see, Apple became
Yeah, but that's because
a
Apple had,
generic
what, like,
consumer
3
appliance
companies
that
that
every
competed
single
against.
person
10 years,
has
right?
because
If you go
of the
back 10
fact
years
that
when
they were
Apple was
very
a young
disruptive with
company-
innovation initially.
look,
They got you
listen,
hooked
listen.
onto the
If you go-
ecosystem, right? Now Tesla's following the same business
people-
model. They're getting you hooked on
No.
their plug,
okay,
their
look.
standardized like.
No, I'm not talking about. Look,
Dude,
if you
that's
look
not
at
a cult
Apple,
following. I did that
like
for my
2 years or in the
Xbox
2000s, 2010s.
That's not what a cult
They had a huge
following
cult
is.
following when it comes to the iPods that they release. When it comes to like the computers, people would stay out in
They're not the
in
same
lines
though,
overnight
because
to
Apple
buy the
had
phones.
Apple had 3 people to compete against. They had BlackBerry.
Yeah, but this is a
all right,
huge. This is a
who
huge
was already
scale.
waiting.
When
Nokia,
you look
who
at the
produced a
people
shitty phone,
rallying
They're not
behind the
Android,
company,
that's
Tesla
it.
and Apple are the same. That's what I'm trying to say. How is it not the same?
Yeah, and now who are the only 2 OS systems that corner the market? It's literally
No, that's
just
false.
Android
That's
and
false.
Apple.
What are you
But
talking
the thing
about?
is, Tesla
They had an
computers,
entire
that comes
operating
with so many
system. They
different
had literally
products and
Android to
brands
compete against, which
that
was a
you can
pretty
buy from
massive
when it comes to
competition
cars.
considering it could be outsourced
Yes.
to any phone manufacturer. They had Nokia, Motorola, they had BlackBerry.
The thing you guys are comparing. No,
Christian,
you're
drop your
comparing.
economics for a
you're
second and
comparing
just
the
look at
technology
Tesla as
that
a product.
Apple has.
What is
That's the
there that
same thing
appeals
with
to Tesla
iOS
as a
and
product
Android.
besides, like,
Okay,
take away
let me
Elon
tell you
Musk for a
something.
second, and what does
Historically,
Tesla have?
historically,
Look, I'm an Android user.
from
I
a
could have bought
theoretical
bought
economics
Samsung, I could have bought
perspective.
Supercharger
Google
network,
phone. I
dude.
could have bought LG.
Okay, listen, Suman. From
Autopilot,
Everybody
supercharging
who,
network.
Listen, Krishna,
it's just
everybody
general
who
design,
thinks-
Autopilot, supercharging.
innovation
Krishna,
capacity, the fact
you're
that
repeating the
Tesla
same
has
stuff over
software
again.
engineers
Stop
that
talking
can
for a second.
produce
Look,
such
if you
efficient
wanna-
Everybody
software.
who
The
thinks
fact that they
Tesla
have self-driving
is the
technology that's
amazing
years
car,
ahead of the
amazing
entire
innovation, is
like the
somebody
market
who
average,
actually
right? The
loves
fact that they
Elon
have
Musk as a person.
superchargers
For
all over the
people who
world,
couldn't
all over the
care
nation.
less, for the general consumer who couldn't care less, if you looked at Tesla's interior, you would think it's a terrible interior. It has one of the worst minimalist designs I've ever seen in my life. It's funny because I have. It's funny because I have before, and she said, "What is this? This isn't a car. This is a spaceship."
Why? No one would think that. If you took your grandma right now
What?
and put her in a Tesla and showed her that an entire
No,
car is working on a single screen and can drive itself, is your
Okay,
grandma
look,
gonna
look,
say
look.
that it's a
The
shitty
main
car?
issues we have,
Absolutely
you
not.
gotta look at fundamentals, the key fundamentals with automation technology.
This is
No. But this is cars. This is cars. You have to look.
you can't
at
look when it
how
comes to
the
growth
automation
stocks, when it
industry
comes to
works,
innovative companies,
alright?
you throw away fundamentals.
Regardless of what Sumant is saying, and regardless of what you guys are saying with consumer behaviors and all that, I couldn't give a shit about that. If consumer behavior goes up, I'll wait for the sales to appear and what the net income is. But the capital reinvestment
How long
is
will it
key
take
for
to complete
Tesla
those
in order to
factories?
grow worldwide. And right now, they don't have the structure they need worldwide. They have it in the U.S.
What does that have to do
But
with it?
compared to Toyota, compared
They
to
are
Volkswagen,
building
compared
gigafactories all
to-
over the place.
So that doesn't
They're the
mean that-
largest
doesn't
lithium-ion
mean that
battery
they have-
producer in the world.
I get that.
Dude,
mean
I
so?
get
Lithium-ion batteries
Largest
are the lifeblood of
lithium-ion-
an electric
No,
vehicle.
it's still
So even when
Panasonic and then
Toyota
everyone
wants
is
to enter that
adopting to that
market,
technology.
they have to in some sort of way contract with
They are
Tesla.
producing efficient. They're producing efficient batteries. No one is close to bringing the range of a 2012 Model S.
Okay,
Tesla battery
that's another
costs
issue I have.
from
The
inception,
cost-
from
no.
2010 when Tesla went public.
That's great. That's great
Okay,
to hear.
Tesla
But then you need to
batteries
bring
have
the
been going
price
down in
with it,
average
right?
cost since
And when you bring
2010.
the price down with it, the
If you-
overall
look, I
net income
guarantee you if you-
percentage,
if you-
that's hold on. I get it. No. I understand.
It
It's
is going
All
down.
right, let's say it's going down.
15%
They're
of
also gonna
EV
have to bring
costs
the
are
price down
priced.
to match their future
That's how
competitors
price
that
and
they'll
demand
have,
works.
right?
If they bring
Which
it down,
brings
you're
the
supposed
net
to sell
profit
more.
margin,
But the problem
like,
is
very
Tesla
low.
may
If you
not
look
be
at the
able to
average
sell more with
industry
as much
for
competition
auto
as there is.
manufacturers now. Hold on. No, that's exactly how it works. If you look at that's
That's not how it works. That's
Whoa,
not how it works.
Why'd you say 510? Why did you say 510?
No.
We're looking. Look,
Why'd you wait?
You're
Wait, Joe,
saying
let me ask you
5,
something,
10
Joe.
years,
No.
Toyota, Volkswagen, they'll produce a mid-sized
just
car
saying it-
that
we're just
no
saying
one's gonna buy
Tesla won't be as
Teslas.
big as
Everyone's
everyone
gonna,
thinks they
or
will be.
not a lot of people are not gonna buy
That's our
Teslas.
argument.
Everyone's gonna be.
Because the fundamentals don't work there.
Okay, first of all, you're
Yes.
confusing the economics
Yes, yes.
over here for Tesla, okay? When competition increases in the market, overall price of the general market, not just Tesla, but every single manufacturer in that market will go down to kind of match
They can't
demand,
match the
right?
demand
and
of that innovation. That's what
when
we're
there's
trying to get at.
innovation,
They
when a
don't have enough
product is good,
production.
that influences demand in a good way. So when the general market price is falling down and the quantity demanded is increasing for innovative
but the
companies,
thing is,
aka
Christian-
Tesla, right? Because they do have an edge over Toyota. okay?
Underestimating Tesla's
They
I'm not
can.
underestimating
They
Tesla.
can.
Tesla
We're not
is going through
underestimating
other.
anything.
They're
I
going
think
to other
you're
markets.
Sure, the
overvaluing
overall
Tesla.
price is
In
falling,
5 years,
but the demand is
you're
also
you're
increasing.
underestimating.
You guys are
You're underestimating the
overestimating
trucking
how much
business. You're
share they
underestimating
can have
what
worldwide.
robotaxis could be.
We understand. Yeah. You're overestimating the share that they will have worldwide in the market.
Look, we don't care when it comes to a company like Tesla. When it comes to growth stocks, you can't take fundamentals seriously
Because
You
they're
gotta
almost
look
always
at the growth
overvalued because they're
prospects.
super hyped. Especially now in a day and
No, if
age
you
where
look at-
retail
if-
investors have
like,
a
if you-
say. Sure that
No,
a
I
stock
mean,
can be
if you look at our
overvalued, but
portfolios-
it can grow
if you look
into
at
its
our-
valuation.
Dude, you still haven't told me how Tesla
Like the entire EV industry itself right now is overvalued. If you look at the energy industry as a whole, it's overvalued. That's because there's hope that Biden is going to enhance this industry,
It's
right?
not gonna
There's
make up
hope
for 40%
that
loss
we're
in
going to
profit stream.
combat
What are you
climate
tell-
change
what are you
through this
telling me?
initiative,
With
right?
using historical
Because people
data.
are finally getting environmentally conscious.
It doesn't matter. No, I'm saying.
but Joel-
I'm saying it's not just about the cars. It's about their
Dude, stop
semi-truck
talking to me about
business. It's
Elon
about
Musk.
the robotaxi.
Elon Musk can't do
business is
anything when he doesn't have the
insane.
money
You
to
know
do
how
anything, and
much-
nobody's gonna fund him because there's so much other stuff that they could be funding. All right,
You-
tell me about the fundamentals.
Okay, but
How is
Elon
Tesla
Musk
as a
has
company
other.
gonna
Okay,
sell
listen,
more
listen.
vehicles?
When
wait,
Elon Musk
wait,
and
wait.
like you talk about Tesla, right? When Tesla stock grows, no, he can literally. Okay, a lot of Tesla funding comes from the investments that people give them into the stock market, bro. Like that's a significant portion of their funds if you look at it. Okay? The reason why Tesla stock went from $17 in 2010 to $852 currently is because of one guy, not because of Tesla fundamentals, not even because of innovation. It's because of the general public's faith in a person called Elon Musk and how he's gonna grow a company. Because he's been historically growing his
that's
five
getting
overvalued.
in on the
Trust
hype,
the public.
like
If
they
you
did with
look
the
at hedge
cannabis
funds, if
growth.
you look at
It's
if you look at
exactly how it
investment
is.
$800 billion.
It
That's
won't
they're
probably
all
be
adding to
cannabis growth.
overvalued. That's what it is.
Literally, it's an $800 billion company.
this isn't hype. This is an $800 billion company that they're buying into. This is a company with a
At-
1,600 P ratio company that investors are buying into on large
Toyota's
scales.
valuation is what, 200 billion right now?
I agree with you. I think it's
Okay.
overvalued, but
I
it's
think
no,
10
it-
years
it's
down
not,
the line,
okay,
if you
so
ask me about their value,
going back to the first question, where do you think it's
valuation,
valued currently?
okay, if you like
500
rank
billion or
out
300 billion, where it is?
valuations,
It's
alright,
I
ascending
believe
order,
it's definitely
Tesla
over. It's
will be in
definitely
the top
valued
10,
more
sure,
than
but it will
Toyota.
not be a top 5.
It's definitely more than 300
That's
billion.
my standing right now. Whereas you guys are saying it'll be number 1.
It's at 250. It's 245 billion. Tesla
It
is
will-
definitely over
It
300
will
billion.
not be top 3. Absolutely not. It will not be top 3. All right, we'll put some money on it. All right, it's already been 50 minutes and we got nowhere.
No, I did.
Okay,
It would
you
definitely be-
started in the podcast saying that it will be in top 5.
It will definitely be top 3. It will definitely be top 3.
It will
will.
definitely be top 3.
We can bet on it.
Look, our
Just
argument is that Tesla doesn't have this capital
See,
structure that
it's-
other
it's- it-
corporation has.
Look,
No, it's
your
not.
argument
No, we're
revolves
not
around
doing it.
the
We're saying it in
fundamentals of the
future.
company and
Joel,
their sales and their
Do you
profit
know
margins
how
in
what
the
the
current
average
state.
profit margin
What we're
of
saying,
every auto manufacturer in the world is? It's around 2%. Do you know how many of those are over 5%? It's only like 20 companies themselves, and they're all the luxury brands. With Tesla's
Dude,
Okay.
no.
that doesn't
With
mean
Tesla's
anything.
goal right now,
Okay, but Shravan,
Okay.
Shravan, have you ever seen a company that can
That doesn't
literally
matter.
react
No.
to a single tweet and jump up like 15%? That's Tesla.
okay, that doesn't matter, Krishna.
No, that's
Potential is
monumental.
different
That's
from
monumental
being able to
because
actually
one
do
I
man,
understand. That's
one man
the
can
following
control it.
behind Elon Musk. But if we look at let's go back to Tesla, right? At the business, we don't have to
yeah,
talk
but
about
they
Elon.
have potential. That's the thing.
Okay, when you look at what Tesla
No,
is
it's-
doing,
it's
they
being
have such huge
overpriced
potential and a
and-
lot of
Which
market.
company?
Joe, I don't think you
And
understand.
that's all being priced.
The main issue I
Okay.
have is that Tesla doesn't. They have no structure at all. Well. Mm-hmm.
No, I don't.
I
Look,
don't
you
care
don't.
about the
You're
market
not
valuation.
Okay, look. Let's say the car business is
Look, I
valued
don't
at
care
100
about the market
billion.
value.
Is that
I'm
fair? Or
talking about
150 billion?
Historical data
Is that fair?
on its own.
That'll be a price of sales of like 6 or 10, right?
10 years alone, all right, of any new market out there, the profit margin drops
No.
immensely for that company because so many competitors come
I'm
in.
s-
What do you mean you can't
Right.
look at? Everyone's looking at the fundamentals.
Okay, listen. That's the fundamentals. You can't
Because
look at the
everyone
fundamentals
thinks
for
the
now. You can't look at the
fundamentals
fundamentals
are
for a
gonna be there
car.
within 5, 10
Yes, you
years.
can. You
The
can't look
growth
at
is
it.
gonna be,
Good.
you
Why
know,
did Tesla go up
40%
to 800%
year-on-year.
last year? You think it can't?
Okay, so you're
You think it
telling me
can't?
that hedge funds will also
Okay, let's
take
say- let's
into
say-
account a fair
say-
share of fundamental analysis for their
No,
investments
most of
are
those
thinking
hedge
the
fund
same thing
managers,
that
I
you
bet
are?
you.
If that they were, they wouldn't be buying so
No,
much for
it won't
Tesla.
reach that
Like
800 billion
majority of
valuation.
ETFs
That's
right now, their
ridiculous.
highest weighting is Tesla.
That's
all
ridiculous.
can agree that 800 billion valuation for Tesla
pass
at its
what?
current price
It's overvalued.
is unwarranted. We can all
We're
agree.
saying,
But
yeah,
it's
yeah,
not an
we're
issue
saying it shouldn't,
because
not that-
eventually
maybe, but
Tesla
not
will
not that
grow
not
into
that
its
the valuation
valuation.
will grow. We're just saying it will never reach that valuation.
I have no doubt that it will. I'm saying it
No,
shouldn't.
it
I'm saying
would
at
go
some
past $1
point
trillion
there will be a
this year.
correction within
Yes.
this
you want to bet
market.
on it?
They own
I don't doubt it.
50% of the market share of phones in the country and in the world, most likely.
No,
I think it is.
that's the okay. What about Apple? Is it fairly valued at 2.2 trillion?
No, why?
Because
Really?
Why?
they have phones. They own so much of the market share.
Is that
within
worth
computers
2.2?
itself.
Why is it worth
They're
2.2
also
trillion?
manufacturing their own processing
When you look at the
chips
price
right
of
now.
sales, when you look at the so you're valuing that market share with additional like 100 or 200
But
billion
everyone
dollars,
knows
right?
Apple
But
is
Tesla-
The fact that they
okay,
have
Tesla-
so much
Tesla-
market
Apple
share,
it's a stable
already-
company
you're
with
adding
jobs.
billions to your valuation,
Apple has
right?
Apple has almost 40 years of
No,
stable
right?
growth
Your
to
value.
back that up.
The reason why
Tesla
people are
has had
valuing
one
Apple is because they're
profitable
constantly
quarter thus
innovating.
far,
They're
one
constantly
profitable
exploring
year
new
thus far.
spaces.
No.
And with
Joel.
their market share, you're adding a few $1 billion.
Okay,
to
first of all,
not the fundamentals. If you look at Apple's PE ratio, it's over 30. It's over 30.
No, it's over 15.
40 years? Hello?
Still, it's 15
Hello?
years of growth.
40
when
years?
the iPhone came out.
It's much
No,
less than
when the
that because they went through
when the
so
first
much with
iPhone
Steve Jobs
came out.
leaving to Next and coming back and
Exactly, but did you see
solid
that much hype?
solid 10 years. iPhone 3
First
was
of all-
when they completely transitioned.
First of all, Sumant,
Okay.
your perception on Apple has a lot of fake facts on it. First of all, Apple's market share right now in the US is 40%. Okay, substantial, good, right? But their global market share is
Apple has a
13%.
50% market
Okay,
share.
and
Yeah.
it's a company that's relatively new.
I'm reading it right now.
It's
In
a
the US,
2000s
Apple has a
company.
50%
Okay,
market
so
share.
sure it has like
Yes.
15 years of growth, but what's to say that Tesla won't have a similar growth considering their
No,
start?
not even that. I mean, Apple started growing in 2010
Yeah.
once the iPhone 4 came out, and that's when people started buying iPhones.
Like the Macintosh
Even-
wasn't even a hit when it first came out. The Macintosh
Right,
became a hit
yeah.
much later. 40% right now in 2020 after a bunch of sell-offs for the iPhone 11. Their iPhone 11 wasn't their most successful.
All right, that
you
means
know,
Apple and Tesla are both
marketing ploy.
overvalued then. Okay, that's all you've been. That's all
But
you
yeah,
told me.
Apple has seen some drops in numbers overall when it came to market share.
Right. Well, I mean, Apple, if you fairly value it,
It's not worth
not
2.2, especially in the on a global scale. They have significant amount of competition, especially in China with phones like Vivo and Apple. Yeah, they are overvalued, but that
Yeah,
doesn't
so-
reduce
right.
its valuation. They were at $1 trillion like three or 4 years ago, right? I believe in 2018
No, less
was
than that.
no. I believe
It's a completely
2018 was when they got
different
the
Like 2
situation
years
in
ago,
terms of
they're
the available
like
competition
$1
and
trillion,
stuff.
right?
2018.
Anyway,
That's three,
it's already
three,
56
3 years
months.
ago. Yeah. So 3 years
3
ago,
years
they
ago.
hit $1 trillion valuation, right? And they've been like overvalued ever since. Their PE ratio is through the roof compared to their tech peers, but they have not been going
in the
down.
market that they're in specifically.
Apple stock
within
has
the
been
tech
gradually
sector.
increasing. No. See, in a global
Because they were the
market,
first
Apple
of
has
the-
significant
Right, so
competition.
why-
The same with
so
Tesla.
even
even
really-
with competition, Apple
No,
is
no,
ahead
they're
of the
not,
market,
they're
and
not.
it's
Tesla,
overvalued,
all
right?
Tesla's done is just create a small.
Okay,
disruption
Tesla's also the
within
first.
automotive market. They
Right,
need
Apple was the
go
first to
worldwide.
create
They
that
need to have the capital.
What?
Yes, it's a small disruption. It's a small disruption.
Small? Small? Bro, how is it a small disruption when you're leading in self-driving technology, when you're leading in battery efficiency, when you're going to markets like semi-trucks, which is a huge market, which
It's
is
a
a
small
huge problem when it comes to
disruption that will-
pollution. When you're doing all of this stuff, how is it a small disruption? It is a huge disruption.
And they're
That is not a
they're
small
slowly
disruption.
working towards.
That's the reason why people are buying to this high valuation, because they will reach that valuation.
No,
in the
Tesla has
in
been
this
rated
decade.
by the government as one of the most environmentally conscious companies because
Alright,
they're
Krishna,
actively
you should just
working
run for
towards reducing
president
the
then.
carbon footprint. Okay, because of their vertical integration process.
My
and
uncle
because
told
they
me
have
jokes
government
the other day
support,
about vertical
they have
integration,
government
'cause I told
support.
him we were
They
doing-
have a
told him
lot
we
of
were doing this,
technologies
and
that
he
have
was
growth
like,
potential in the
he
future,
never
and they have
understood the idea of vertical
a manager,
integration
a
when it came to
leader
vehicles,
who
right? Because
the
vertical
people
integration has
stand
a lot to do
with,
with
right?
consolidation of resources.
I
but the
believe
other
that
side
Tesla
of that
has great
coin
growth,
is the fact
great
that
growth prospects
they are
in
the
the
direct
future.
suppliers of their own
Thank you,
products,
thank
right?
you,
Like, they're
thank
not
you. I will
reselled that
consider
often,
it.
except like for secondhand stuff. The problem with that, he was like,
What about it?
when it comes to auto manufacturers, vertical integration in that case has existed forever. They're called dealerships, and it made me laugh for a bit. But yeah. It is kind of true, dealerships, yeah. Alright, well.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's put some money down on it, bro. 5 years from now, let's see what happens.
That is pretty funny, actually. Yeah.
Alright, sure.
But yeah, guys, I mean, we're almost hitting the 1 hour
we
mark,
saying
and
Tesla's
I
gonna
feel
go up
that
too. We're
even
just
though we
saying it's
have
not
our
gonna
own
be a top
opinions, we're
three.
not going to reach a compromise here when it comes to Tesla. No, I mean,
I'm down.
I'm down, actually. I mean, I have shitty
What are
luck
the-
with
what are the
bets,
bets?
so I'll put
What,
$50. I'm not going more than that, but
Oh, okay.
On?
on Tesla going up. In
Not
the
just
next
electric
10
vehicles,
years,
vehicles
Tesla
in
will be a
general.
top
No one's
3
gonna bet.
leader.
No one's gonna
Yeah,
bet
I think
against
we-
that.
I think we
Short
can
Soros
all
lost billions
agree
of dollars
that-
on it. No one's gonna bet against that. We gotta bet against something like Tesla will reach 2 trillion in the next 5
No,
years.
no,
That's what
no,
we're-
no.
that's
How
what
about this?
Ridley's
How about
getting
this?
at, yeah.
Tesla will be a top
Okay.
3. Will be in the top 3 of global market share for electric vehicles in the next 10 years. How about that?
Wait, isn't that what you were saying for the
I
past
mean, in
hour?
the next 10 years, do you think the EV market will grow to a level
I
where it's
assume
like
that's what you're saying for the
overgrows
past
the
hour.
gasoline market?
2030 carbon neutrality.
No,
Come
no.
2030,
See,
if Tesla
that's
is
not
the
gonna happen
number
in the
one
next 10 years.
auto manufacturer in the
No,
world,
because
I will
no,
swallow my words
that's
and I
not.
will
No,
sign
I
over
wasn't
my
saying
bank
that
account to you,
about the
Christian.
general EV market. I said it's growing. But see, what I'm skeptical about that is
Yeah, who
like
knows what the
that still
government will
requires
do.
like a lot of legislation to pass. And sure, people have plans, but like I don't know how the people are gonna react to that.
That's why I'm saying if we're gonna bet, it has to be if I'm gonna make this bet,
No,
it has
for
to be
EV, I
overall,
think I
like,
can
auto
agree that they'll
manufacturer.
For
probably
EV or
have
all
the
cars?
For
market share.
EV or all
They'll probably have
cars?
top
I mean, for
market share.
EV,
Whether
I
they'll
would
have
bet
as much
that
as
it's
you guys are
number
saying, I
one.
don't know, but I can probably agree on that.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, overall,
Wait, so I'll bet on EV. Oh, that's a win.
Okay,
That's a win for you.
That's a
What?
that's dude.
Why would we bet
Considering
against
Toyota and like their presence in the global vehicle
but that's what
market,
Shravan and
and
I were
considering
getting
that
at
by
the entire
2020 it's
time. They're
not going to
not
be a
worth their
100% EV
evaluation.
world, right? Sure, other car companies are going to have
Like
their
we know, we're saying their like
their
we know
win.
their valuation is
But
going to
like
be insane.
when it comes
We're
to
saying that
EV
it's,
markets,
they're not worth
Tesla
their
is going to be the
valuation.
leader, and that's what I'm willing to bet on
No,
in the
we
next
have
10
a
years.
problem with valuation, right?
swear
So
to
let's
God,
bet on the
that's what we're
valuation.
talking about.
Okay, I think Tesla will
Okay,
hit
but how do you
over 2
actually?
trillion in the next 10 years.
Okay,
No,
so
it's
okay, so you're
literally
telling
the
me
past hour. That's
I'll
what
bet
we're
on
trying
that.
to
okay,
say.
so their total assets will actually be worth their valuation. Is that what you're telling me?
Wait, what?
Yeah, exactly. So then, what do you?
No,
how are
sure,
you supposed
but
to
we're also
verify
saying
that a
that they'll
company
grow
grew
into their
its
evaluation. It's going to continue to grow the same way Apple has been
Like,
growing,
there's
even
no
though it's not
numerical way
fairly
to
Oh
do
no,
it,
valued.
no,
really.
no company will be
It's a
like
qualitative
that. No
thing, I
company's
guess,
like
but
that.
that's up to That's up to interpretation.
No, no, no. I'm saying their valuation alone. The valuation alone does not
No company's
represent your
like that,
company,
bro.
right? But we're saying that the valuation numbers that the people. Wait,
I
could you
could care
repeat
less
that?
about valuation. I want actual product numbers. How many cars will Tesla sell
The market
in
valuation is
2030?
what we're talking about.
Okay, see, the valuation of a company does not reflect a company's potential, okay? We're trying to bet
A million
that
cars
because
in
of
sales.
the
What do
general
you think sold
sentiment around
500,000 this
Tesla,
year?
and
Obviously,
considering
they're
we're
gonna sell a
bullish on it for
million.
the
What
long term,
kind of logic
we're
is
willing
that?
to bet it'll hit $2 trillion in valuation.
Okay, wait. Let me look
It
at
doesn't
how
have
much.
to be
No,
fair.
that's
We're
a
not
good
saying
point.
that
No,
it's
let
going
me
to be
let me
fair.
look up. Let me look up how many Toyotas sold in a year, and then we'll work off relative. Okay, well, relative percent.
Okay,
Alright,
how are we
about a
supposed to
million-
know that,
million
bro?
sales?
Toyota total.
How about 1 million cars in sales?
I mean, I wouldn't.
All right, how about
Wait, give me a
five?
second, give me a
5
second.
million.
Okay, that Joel's getting greedy
So
here.
Toyota sold
5 million in sales.
10 million. 10 million of general vehicles worldwide. I know this
No, okay,
number.
wait, hold up.
Okay,
How many
that
cars
you
did
can't
Toyota
compare that to
sell?
No, no,
Tesla
no.
this year?
because
5 million
none of them
in
were
Tesla
EV vehicles.
sales worldwide
mil,
in
fam,
10
that's-
years. Let's bet on it.
Okay, so 10
That's a
million.
10x.
Okay, and
Yeah,
obviously
that's what I'm
That's
Toyota
actually
has
possible.
Toyota has a large market
Are you
share.
writing
and
a
it's not-
contract
I know it's
Sumon?
possible. That's what I'm betting
So
on.
let's say
Worldwide,
no.
5 million. They'll
10
easily
million
No,
get
Toyota.
there.
Sumon's on the
If
call with his
Tesla
lawyer,
in
man. No, no, he's writing up a
2030
contract.
Sells more than 5 million vehicles, then you guys win. Worldwide.
I believe 10
Give us
million.
the number.
10
year.
million.
It's more than 20. It's more than 20. It's more than that.
Is
right?
it more than 10 million?
Oh, in a decade?
Okay, yeah, see, I was
Man,
right.
Screw that.
No, no. It's wait.
Mm-hmm.
I said 5 million in 2030. Yeah, if they can sell
Worldwide?
More than 5 million
million
vehicles
in
in
the
a year?
2030, then you guys win.
Worldwide.
Worldwide, right?
Okay,
Not
in
in a
the
year,
year
bro, in a
2030, not
decade.
by the year 2030. 5 million
Yeah.
in
So
2030.
2030,
5 million
2030,
in a year,
yeah.
2030.
I'm willing to bet
It's
that
the way
in
it's going.
2030
Who would
Tesla
bet-
will
who
sell
would bet
5 million vehicles a
next
Okay, I
year.
can
bro?
agree with
What the
that.
hell?
I can take that bet.
5.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No, wait, semi trucks
yeah,
don't
yeah.
count. We're talking about car sales.
Yeah,
Toyota
that's
doesn't sell
easily
semi
possible.
trucks.
Okay, worldwide.
Toyota doesn't sell semi-trucks. We're talking about consumer
Yes.
vehicles.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's an easy win.
Worldwide,
If they sell
worldwide,
5 million
worldwide.
consumer vehicles in the year
Worldwide,
20, in the
all
fiscal year
Tesla
of
car sales,
2030,
including
that's 10 years
semi-trucks,
from now, okay?
all
I will check
Cybertruck,
back in.
everything,
And if they sell
5
5
million in
million,
sales in
I'll
2030.
sign over my bank
That's
account.
Okay, so we're all gonna be employed by that time when we'll be in the workforce. So I'm
I
willing
said
to go big
vehicle
on
I
that
will
sales.
bet.
sign over my bank account and
No,
my
no,
TD
I'm willing to
Ameritrade
go.
account to you.
Okay, so
Krishna, don't be looking out for me, bruh. I'm the one that's looking out for you.
All right,
Right.
I was. Jesus, I was gonna say like 1K.
You will sign over your bank account in 2030 to us? Dude, don't
Yeah, 'cause-
don't do that, man. Don't do that. I'm looking out for you here.
5
Don't do that.
million vehicles, consumer vehicles sold.
Like,
in
out of concern
2030.
for you, don't do that. I mean, I'll take the money, but like,
Uh-huh.
come on, man. I mean,
okay,
I'm
so
not willing to
5
sign over
million
my
No,
bank
consumer-
account
in-
here.
in
From
consumer
Q,
car,
okay, from
so that's
Q1
Model S,
2030
Model
to
3,
Q4
Cybertruck,
2030.
Model
Yep.
X.
And
No,
no,
Yes,
there are
okay,
future
yeah, that's what I'm
models,
trying to
there are
say.
future
2030,
models
in
included
just
in this
2030.
decade. All of that combined, 5 million.
You don't think they're gonna sell 5
in the
million?
next 10 years?
I don't either, but these guys apparently do. So I'll sign
Man,
over my bank
2030
account
by
right.
Q4 they will have 5 million sold, bro. Like, come on.
Yeah, I disagree with that.
No, I know what you're
Definitely
saying.
disagree
From
with that.
Q1 to Q4, 5 million. Yes, that's possible.
I don't think they'll sell 5 million in 2030.
Yeah.
In 1 year. All right. I mean, I'll just give $1,000 by then, but
No,
or
5
more,
million
depending on
in
how much.
2030.
No, it has to be adjusted to inflation, all right? So if it's $1,000 today and that grows by 30%
Wait.
value, so in the
Krishna
next 10
thinks he can
years,
do
that
it.
would
No,
really
no,
come
no, 5
down.
million
that
in
Tesla will
2030.
sell 5
are you
million in
talking about
2030.
straight up 5 million cars
Yes.
in 2030 or 5 million cars in total sales from in
If you
this
want to do
decade?
this decade, I expect them to at
Oh,
least
bro,
sell
Q1 to
30
Q4.
they'll
million
probably do
vehicles
that by
this
like
decade.
2025.
How is
Nah,
that
we
too
have to go
much? By the
that,
growth
Krishna. I
rate
thought
that
they were
you're
talking about a whole
suggesting, they
decade,
should be
5
selling
million
at
cars.
least
No,
4
I'm
million.
still like,
From 2025 onwards, they should be selling at least 4
considering that-
million.
No, wait.
No, I think
I
it's
thought it was
possible.
5 million.
That's why I'm not going big on
5
this
million
bet.
sales this whole decade. That's what I thought. Not 5 million in 1 year in 2030. That's too much, actually.
30 million? No. 30 million's 30 million is possible for Tesla. Okay, right.
Alright,
Okay,
so are
in
you good with
2020
30
it was at
million?
500K, right?
All right, 30
Okay.
million total
2021
vehicle
is a bigger
sales.
year for
Total
okay. So the
consumer
entire
vehicle
Biden
sales by
presidency
2030.
is going to be
Krishna.
great for electric
Are you good?
vehicles. So you're going to see a compound
Like, are
effect
you-
on
are-
total
am I-
sales
I'm
for
about to
Tesla,
lock in this
right?
bet.
And then after he comes out of office, there's going to be a lot more competition. So sure, sales will plateau.
Yeah.
But I think that 30
Okay.
million is definitely a
30 million.
If you wanna
possibility,
lock in the
especially
bet,
in
we
these
can do it
4
right
years.
now.
They'll easily hit 1 million sales per year. So that's like 4 million just in Biden's presidency.
Of 2030.
I'll
That's
do
a double in
worldwide.
sales each year, Krishna.
Yeah. Yeah.
30 million
Wait, what?
consumer
I'm saying
vehicles.
30 million from now to 2030 Q4. 30 million vehicles sold? I think that's possible.
Yeah, something that you and I would buy. We wouldn't
Yeah.
buy a semi-truck.
Okay, so you're saying 30 million from now to Q4 of 20. Okay, and so the bet is if they sell 30 million vehicles, then I win.
The Cybertruck is a consumer vehicle. I'm just talking about semi-trucks.
So like that's like Model X, Model S, Model Y, all of those, right? Okay.
What? Why would semi-trucks
Oh,
be
what?
included?
Oh, okay. I thought every Tesla product. I mean, all Tesla's inventory should be included in this. Like 30 million sales should include Cybertrucks and that because that's gonna be a massive revenue generator.
Okay, fine. We'll do 35
Okay,
million
semi-trucks should be included in this because I was kind of betting on that.
Oh my, you know what? Screw it. 30 million.
Yeah, I
everything
was.
included.
I want
because
Lock it in.
semis to be
Two-
included in this.
Because it's a 2 million trucks, gasoline trucks
Alright,
operated
lovely.
right now, gasoline and diesel.
Like
If
it's
you
gonna
lose-
be a game changer
if you
for
lose,
delivery
I'll
services
watch
like
it.
Walmart
Huge.
and
So that's
Amazon.
why I would bet if it's semi truck
I
included.
told you. Okay, let's just put $100 on the line.
Okay. Now no. 30 million, everything
Oh, in
included.
10 years we'll be graduated and stuff. We'll put 1,000 on the line, okay?
Q4 locked in. Everything included. Semis included. All right. Let's lock it in. But now let's talk wagers.
Yep.
No.
Okay,
in
but
10
like,
years,
what do you want
bruh.
monetarily?
Okay, no.
I hope that $100.
Let's just all
10
put
years,
1,000
man.
on it.
$100
Alright,
is
so
gonna
Shravan
lose
and I
value.
split 500, 500. You two split 500, 500.
All right, what about you, Joel? How much are you putting on
Okay.
this?
So 30 million sales this decade.
Shut
right?
up.
30
Basically.
million sales this decade total.
I would sign over rights to
Yeah,
data
that's
sprint.
without competition, so there's a lot of factors.
Oh,
We just have to wait and
shit.
see, buddy.
All right.
I'm
I just
kidding.
calculated.
All right,
that
cool.
At
Great
least in the
talk.
consumer base, they need to
Yeah,
grow
sure.
by
Krishna,
like
I'm on the way over to your house.
$1,000.
next 10
Let's
years
lock
to
it in.
reach 30 million.
Yep, $1,000 sounds reasonable. By the way, Tesla has 50% average annual
probably-
growth.
I'd probably say they need to grow. I'd probably say they need to
Yes.
grow at like 48%.
All right, well, dude, like we said, we'll
So
just have to
it's a
wait
fair
and
bet.
see. All right,
If
let's
in
wrap it up.
consumer. Yeah, but Joel, they're at 500,000.
Wow.
That's like saying, oh shit, my P&L is
Yeah,
like
yeah.
100%
You
$1
say
per
you're
month.
listing all these like they
50%
have
annual
like 40
growth,
different
which
models like
they're already
Ferrari
doing.
and Ford. All right,
So-
they have like 10 models total. All right,
Yeah,
let's
yeah,
go.
yeah.
Come on, we'll wrap it up. Let's do the outro.
No, that's 500,000 sales per year. We're talking about 30 million total in the decade.
I know that's what I was telling
Yeah,
you.
so that's with all the semi trucks. That's with everything Roadster, semi truck, Cybertruck. All of this 30 million. So it's a reasonable bet, actually.
Oh yeah. I guess thanks for listening. Oh shit, it's been over an hour. Wow, okay. Yeah, like and share the video if you're on YouTube, or if you're watching on Spotify, share it with your friends, and we will see you guys later.